Welcome back to Sonic Heroes, and today we're gonna get to.
Creepy around here.
It's because we're getting closer to the center. I guess we're heading in the right direction.
We're gonna get to Bullet Station after I turn down the volume. Oh, my ears. Okay, that was my fault. Again. Well, not really, because my computer can't read my microphone when plugged into certain ports. Basically, the two ports on the right side creates a massive amount of static when you listen to the feedback. I don't know why, but it picks up in the recording as well, so I have the microphone plugged into the left side now. And though the cord is like all over my lap at the moment, it's better than not working at all. I had a scare there for a moment. Thought I had to find another mic. Like hell I would. But this is Bullet Station. Haven't really said much about it, have I? But this is where like I said in the previous part, this is probably the hardest to me because there are quite a few bottomless pits. This level is also on the grind happy side. Not as grind happy as Skyrail, but you will be grinding a lot. Excuse me. It's also kind of pretty long. We're gonna be here a while. In case you can tell by the link to the video. And granted, we had to go through a boss in a special stage. Still, I do believe this is the longest part. But a gimmick with this level that we kind of sort of saw, but not really earlier, is that we'll be jumping from train to train, and in order to stop the train, we'll have to whatever. But in order to stop the trains, we have to destroy the engine core, and that'll basically shoot us forward through the level. There's another section like that with Team Sonic that we will get to momentarily, and there's actually another gimmick that we haven't seen yet, but we will see very shortly. Now I'm trying to remember, do I get the key as Team Sonic or no? No. Oh yeah, these capsules that you see all over the place, they can only be destroyed by power type characters. And actually, it's the same capsule that Shadow was in when Rouge first found him in Eggman's base. How odd. Why does he have multiple capsules? Whatever. So for here, for Team Sonic anyway, if you jump in as power type, I have no idea why I'm circling around, but if you jump in as power type, and if you shoot at least one character over, you can actually bust through this door.
Hey, let's try firing that thing. Hey, come on now. Don't do it, Sonic.
How are we all able to see that through the metal crates? But whatever. Yeah, you just you jump in through as power type, you can bust the door. If you don't, however, basically jump in as flight or speed type, you'll have to go around.
Yeah!
It's moving.
Here we go! Hey, which way is the cannon facing? Hey!
Yep, so the other gimmick for this place is you get shot out of a cannon. You can jump in as any type, however, it's depending on what type you are, it's a bit finicky on how you jump in. Since our speed type is just a matter of jumping along the side, power type, I think you have to actually jump at a weird angle, and flight type you actually have to oh wait, you're still talking. But as I was saying, if you try to jump into the chamber of the cannon as a flight type, you would actually have to start flying, then start falling, and then they would jump in. I don't know why it's like that, but from the times I've tried using flight in this level, well, in that particular part, that is what you have to do in order to jump in. Weird, I know. But when you're getting shot through the air, you can move left or right and collect balloons. There are obstacles that can, like spikes, but I honestly have no idea what happens if you just stop all movement altogether or you just take damage. I don't know.
Let's jump to the car ahead and we destroy them.
Maybe you fall, who knows? I've never been hit before in one of those parts. Oh wait, this is the last jump from train to train section for Sonic. Yeah. Excuse me. Because their version of this level is pretty tame compared to the others. I mean, Team Rose is obviously the tamest, but still. Just wait till we get to Team Chaotix. It's very difficult then. Oh, hold on.
Each time the bobsled takes on damage, one character is thrown off the bobsled. The speed decreases if I'm thrown off. If everything else falls off, the bobsled won't be able to jump.
That is true, however, speed type will always fall off first, and then your power type character. And what they don't explain is, if your power type character falls off, you can't move left or right.
Look at all those extra robots.
I'll take care of them.
You can't jump off. But yeah, it's always your speed type that you lose first, then your power type, and then your flight type. For me anyway, they've never been hit off in a different order. So pointless explanation was pointless on the developer's part, but whatever. I think they might have intended for them to fall off randomly, but doesn't happen.
Must be Eggman. It's straight ahead of us. All right, here we go. Yes.
Sorry, I was silent there. Enjoying the music. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the level. I made it look easy, but you have to practice at this level, to be honest. It's not like you just jump in and whoop, you'll do good on your first try. No, you gotta practice with this one. Which is weird. I found the difficulty kind of became tame after this level, in particular. Especially the next two sets of levels. I don't know. Weird difficulty spike, I suppose. Not even the last set of levels are that hard to me. I'm weird, I know.
Perfect.
That wasn't perfect. We lost a key. Speaking of which, do y'all even have a key? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, so we will be getting the 4th Chaos Emerald. It's technically the 2nd Emerald for Team Sonic, but whatever. Sorry about that. This one, nah, there's not much to say. Nice music track though. Oh, something I learned by complete accident. I don't show it off because I don't know why I don't show it off actually. Oh right, because it's not it was the basic, like I could have. I don't know why I didn't save the footage. But basically, if you run on the ceiling, you'll actually catch up to the emerald faster than boosting. I don't know how that works. It worked on the Special Stage 1. I'm not sure if it'll work on any other level, but that happened to me. I was like, wow, what? Yeah. So I think I'm actually, yeah, I'm doing this on purpose just to show that any formation can catch up to the emerald. Yeah. Flight type may be the slowest when boosting, but it is fast enough to catch up. And that's all that matters. Right. Oh, I wanted 4 extra lives. Ah, well. But anyway, on to Team Dark's version of Bullet Station. Annihilate Eggman Space, which is essentially the same thing as Team Sonic did. But,
It's starting to look like a base.
Here we go.
Prepare to infiltrate.
Yeah, Team Dark actually has a completely starts off in a completely different section that Team Sonic never touches. Now that I think about it, I don't even think Team Sonic comes across this place as in super hard mode. I can't recall. I haven't played super hard mode in quite a while. And in case I haven't explained this before, but super hard mode is you go through all 14 levels consecutively. You can stop and resume your progress anytime. The thing is though, you have to pause the game and then press quit. It doesn't automatically save after every level, which trips me up to this day, because sometimes I will get to all the way to the next set of levels and stop, but then I'll forget to pause and quit, and then I'll have to do Seaside Hill, Ocean Palace, all the way up to the next set of levels again, and it's just ugh. And I was trying to just get the power core, but I accidentally jumped in. Northeast. Totally made that up, by the way. But yeah, if you ever decide to play
Did you know we can move left or right while we're on?
yeah, don't say. I know you had Amnesia Shadow, but still. But yeah, if you ever decide to play super hard mode, just be sure to press quit. I actually didn't have any intentions of showing that off either, but if there's interest, I can. It'll be at a different time, and each level will be a separate bonus part, because those levels are long in super hard mode because of just how many enemies, and the level design does change radically. But if there's interest, I'll show them off at a later date as the multiplayer. I can't say if I'm showing off multiplayer now or not, because that part hasn't been uploaded yet. So in fact, the playthrough isn't even started uploading yet. But yes, just leave a comment below, and if you're interested in seeing super hard mode, probably won't be any commentary, because there'll honestly be no point. But yeah. Okay, something I won't show off because not much point, but if you jump in that cannon as your power set character, you'll actually be shot off towards the right to a platform. It's nothing but like power-ups, like rings, maybe an extra life. Team Chaotix is kind of important because of their mission, but other teams don't even bother. It's just a waste of time. Just a heads up, in case you're curious as to trying out this game for yourself and kind of want some direction as to what's worth your time, what isn't. However, I'm a klepto and sometimes go off for things that aren't necessary, but hey, that's just me. Kind of just destroy that egg palm for no reason. Couldn't have hurt me. Ugh, I can't stress how much I hate those switches. I don't like meh.
Why don't we do a lower route?
Okay. Where else are we gonna go? Thank goodness I was at my level 3 combo, because if I wasn't, after Omega stopped his attack animation, I probably would have taken a hit. Just saying. That's a cool thing about what I was about to say. It's a cool thing about power types and their combo finisher. They have invincibility frames during that animation, so you can go wild on some enemies if you time it right. But once they stop, be prepared for a hit. And yeah, that's how you destroy the, well, that's how you deactivate the lasers. Gotta destroy the enemies inside the room. So okay, Omega. And you know, despite this level being pretty hard, it's really fun once you practice enough. I wouldn't mind seeing this or the other 3 levels we'll see later on in Generations instead of Seaside Hill. And I know Seaside Hill is iconic because, well,
That cannon sure came in handy.
Yeah, but a bit scary.
you didn't sound scared. But yeah, I understand Seaside Hill is iconic because it was pretty much the first level they showed off at this game. First time Sonic was on a multi-platform release and all that jazz. Yeah. Excuse me. Been used a lot recently. I can understand why, because Sega doesn't own the rights to. It's basically becoming the new Green Hill that's been being used a lot. Seaside Hill it is. The reason they're not using Green Hill as often is because they technically don't own the rights to the theme. So if they wanted to use Green Hill, they would have to pay for it. I can't remember where I read that. Have to find that again. But yeah, Sega owns Seaside Hill, so they're just gonna use that all day.
Jump to the top and destroy.
Okay.
The more you know. You know, I think it was this section that really gave me the most trouble, as all the teams actually. You could just fly there. You don't have to go through that shadow. And Team Dark also has to go through the bobsled section. I see. Speed might not seem like a big deal, but you do move at a crawl once you lose your speed type character. It is so dreadfully so. That, granted, you can see obstacles coming and can react more efficiently, but oh, does it move so slow without your speed type character? I can't imagine what would be like if you use your flight type character. Because again, I've never lost my flight type character. It's always speed, then power type for me. Basically, all I can do is jump once that happens. Same thing with the multiplayer, because there are bobsled races in multiplayer. Those are actually some of the more fun things to me, because the courses seem a lot more interesting. But well, coming up to the end of the level.
That must be the base's control tower.
We're finally here.
Yes, the control tower. And we blow it up with one go. How anticlimactic. Because I can. But yep, that was Team Dark's bullet station. And wow, I really use Shadow most of the time. All the characters got a time to shine though.
Perfect as always.
Meh, I give that performance an 8 out of 10. Anyway, on to Team Rose's take on Bullet Station, which is it's Team Rose. Nothing more to really say about that.
Sure looks dangerous.
Look at all those cannons.
Let's see what they got.
You know, with Team Rose being the easy mode, you'd think they would start in the same spot as Team Sonic, but no, they start in the same spot as Dark. Wawa. But yeah, just like with Team Dark, I didn't really explain it, but if you do use your power type on that fan instead of the flight path towards the left, you can hover up to a level up balloon. However, I missed it, and apparently I couldn't be bothered to go back. But whatever. I generally don't get all 3 characters to level 3 when going through a level, because you don't say. As I was saying, Team Rose, when I'm playing as them, I generally don't get all characters at level 3. Sometimes I do if I go out of my way, but since their levels are extremely short, I tend to not even try. Well, I still try out of habit, but most of the time I just never ever get all that 3. It usually ends just with one character being at level 3 and the other 2 being at either level 1 or not even leveled up at all. It just happens. Lol. What? Oh, big. But yeah, actually, the goal is like right ahead. Yeah, I'm about to show off a little speed running trick, I guess. But yeah, you just jump off. Yeah, and there's a goal ring right there. You can go on these rails to get a balloon. However, you can't change the direction of the rails like you can with the other teams. So here's the end of the level. Yeah, right. So if you actually take this rail, jump at the peak of the rail, fly as high as you can, shoot your teammates to prolong your stamina gauge, and make sure they're not clinging onto you so Cream can land on the rail and you can continue on through the level. However, there's really not much else to this level, because it ends like right after you fall through that duct. Again, I am convinced that this is the original level layout of the team, but they decided to scrap it for some reason. Who knows? Yeah, the goal's like right there before the second cannon shot section. Don't know why, but yeah, they can't even go anywhere. And then we're teleported back to the original goal. Lol, what? But yeah, that was Team Rose. In case you didn't know about the extra goal, now you do. No point to it, but eh.
Kinda super duper happy.
Good for you. Anyway, Team Chaotix destroyed 30 castles. So yeah, Team Chaotix, they actually start right where Team Rose's level finishes off originally. You had to destroy 30 capsules. This is where I struggled. But there are more than 30 capsules throughout the level. There's actually 60, and as you can guess, it's a secondary mission to destroy all 60 capsules in this level. I actually skipped about 4 or 5, but I'm not worried because again, there are 60 capsules. I think there's one down there, but I'm not even gonna bother. I'm trying to show off as much of the level as I can, because Team Chaotix does have an alternate path that only they can go through. So I'm trying to show that off. I don't know if I actually succeed. I might actually get 30 before them. I'm trying to remember, but it's been a while since I recorded this footage. I know I show off the section where the other teams usually go, but Team Chaotix, they can't. The section I'm talking about is oh, we'll see. So many I got. Oh, only 7. I could actually be halfway done by now if I went for everything. Or close to halfway done, I think. 1, 2. Yeah, at least halfway done. So yeah, that was a stone crate. I just shot myself as a vector, and I got some rings. Nothing really special, but yeah. They don't really they never mention that you can do that, which is kind of weird because it's actually required for you to know in order to complete one of the secondary missions that we'll see later. And I do show it off where it's actually necessary to shoot yourself out of stone crate to complete the secondary objective. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm curious, if SBO was invisible in just the canon, would the others follow? Because in case you haven't noticed, when SBO does turn invisible, the other two characters stay behind no matter what. So say if I already used Leaf Swirl on a pole and turn invisible, only SBO will swing at the pole, the others would just stay behind. But if you want to bring him back, you can use Leaf Swirl to become invisible.
That was awesome! Can we do it again?
Tommy, this isn't a roller coaster ride.
Well, it may as well be. Yeah, badass roller coaster. I ride this. Shoot. And for some reason, there's a prototype gate. I guess they thought we wouldn't figure out that we would have to switch. Yeah. Okay. There's actually a switch. Oh, there's capsules. Be very careful. In fact, don't even try to like grab your teammates. Just slam against the ground in order to destroy those capsules. Because in case you haven't noticed, whenever a power type character grabs their teammates, they actually slide forward and they can actually slide off an edge. Yeah. So you just got to be extremely careful. Oh, I'm just not getting halfway. Okay, I guess I will show off the alternate path. Or at least part of it. I love this music track, by the way. Oh yeah, so this is a flower. One of the flowers you can teleport to. There's actually two that can take you backwards. I don't remember exactly where they are because I don't come back to this secondary objective a lot because it's very easy to die and it takes a while to find all of them. Yeah, Vector, we know. Yeah, you'll fall off before them. You can also hold backwards on the analog stick to slow down, which is SBO, which is helpful for hitting the capsules because there are capsules on this obstacle course. And as you saw, I got hit and lost SBO first, which always happens. Never Vector or Charmer first, always SBO. Now here, you'll want to fly over this because if you hit those switches, it'll change the direction of the rail, and you will go to the path that Team Chaotix can only go through. Yeah, I think that flower does take you back to the train in case you miss the any of the whatchamathingies capsules on the obstacle course. I believe so. Like again, I don't remember. That switch is pointless, by the way. Yeah, this is the alternate path, but I don't show it off much. In fact, I'm pretty sure I just destroyed one of these capsules. Yep. Ah, well. But, yeah, that was Bullet Station as all the teams, and now we are going to, well, first, see my ranking, and then check out the boss for this set of levels.
Perfect! The work of professionals!
Professionals. Right.
Sonic, look!
That thing's loaded with Eggman's weapons.
Eggman, you're finished!
Yeah, didn't feel like showing it off as Team Sonic. I'll show it off as Team Dark, actually. if I'm not mistaken. But in order to A rank the boss,
Eggman, you know you can't win!
you actually have to beat it in under 2 minutes. It's not that hard. I don't remember what I was doing. But whatever. Anyway, let's see the boss in its full form.
We got him!
Capture him first. Then you can have your revenge, Omega.
Ready all cannons! Open fire!
We have to get it, no matter what.
Okay.
Okay, so this boss, you can actually pull it off stylish and with a bit of strategy. The boss is divided into 3 separate sections. When one section is defeated, then it'll fall off and you'll have to start on the next section, which is the first section is basically those wings with weapons and a propeller. And what I tend to do is I use a flight formation character to hit the sides, because his health goes down tremendously when you're at least level 1. And then the blimp is the second phase of this boss, and I tend to rely on power type. However, I'm usually leveled up at least once, which can actually take down the boss a hell of a lot faster than not being leveled up at all. So, whoops. Also, if you're far away enough, the Egg Albatross will come back and try to attack you. There we go. And then the final phase is the Egg Hawk. I don't know why, whatever. But for an Egg Hawk, I just usually I have Team Blast by now, but since I didn't, I just used the speed type character. Shadow, obviously. Yep. So that's my strategy for taking on this boss instead of just spamming the homing attack. Mainly, I could have just spammed the homing attack, but that would have been boring. To be honest, it's a lot more fun when you actually do use a type of strategy aside from spamming the homing attack, because there are various ways you can take down this boss, which is why it's actually my favorite in the game.
Did you forget who I am, Doctor?
Shadow made that stealth pun because he has amnesia, and never mind. Anyway, let's view the boss through Team Rose's perspective, and by view the boss I mean just watch the cutscene.
Something weird in there. Jeez, you'll be reunited with Chocola very soon.
Froggy too?
Let's get him before Sonic does. Then he'll be head over heels for me. Alright.
Amy, I don't really understand your logic in that, but whatever. In case you're wondering, the invisibility thing was playing because I used Team Blast.
Let's go look for Froggy and Chocola now.
Yay. Oh, by the way, each team has a CGI cutscene that I will be showing off at the end of this part. Basically after Team Chaotix.
That must be...
What do we do now?
Secret weapons must be aboard that ship. Destroy it before it reaches the canyon.
Piece of cake!
But yep, that was the Egg Albatross. Yeah, Egg Albatross. But again, there are CGI cutscenes that play after you defeat this boss, and I will show off each team's respective cutscene after this.
Target destroyed.
Anyway, see you guys in Frog Forest next time.
Once again, you fools have been tricked.
It's a fake?
From these canyons, watch as I conquer the world with my air fleet. And this time, you can't stop me.
Drat, a trap to stall for time. Sonic!
It's not an Eggman robot. Sonic! Knuckles! Wait for me!
All life form data successfully copied.
Shadow?
Let's go.
Froggy, where are you? Let's go home.
Cheese, what's wrong? Yes. A chow nappy. But why? I'm not really sure, but betcha Dr. Eggman has something to do with it, and we're not gonna let him get away with it. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okie dokie.
Good job, boys. Guess that Eggman was a fake after all.
Of course it was.
Oh?
Listen carefully. There's a jungle just to the north of here. Go there immediately.
Got it.
You know what? Our client sure seems to know a lot about this Dr. Eggman guy.
Definitely an agent. A relative, perhaps. Strangely enough, I had the same weird feeling about our client's real identity. It could be you-know-who.